It's going to cost $42 million more to repair an Enterprise Veterans Home than it was to build it.
That's according to public records documents released by state officials. News 4's investigative reporter Ken Curtis live in the newsroom. That a huge increase, isn't it, Ken?
Oh, it is. $42 million is a lot of money by any standards, Kinsley and Bala. In a press release, the State Health Planning and Development Agency said the Alabama Department of Veterans Affairs is seeking permission to rehabilitate the Bennie G. Adkins State Veterans Home in Enterprise. According to cost projections obtained by News 4, construction will cost $90 million with other costs of $12 million. That equals the $102 million you talked about. Though the construction of the home only a few months ago, I should say, cost $60 million. Now, Veterans Affairs did not immediately respond to a request for comment on why repairs would exceed original construction costs by 70%. According to the City of Enterprise, the Alabama State Fire Marshal's Office finished the investigation a few days after the fire. However, a Fire Marshal's Office spokesperson said on Thursday, that's this afternoon, that report is incomplete. That is in our effort to obtain more details about the fire that investigators ruled an accident, though they did not release details beyond the fact that the blaze began in the roof area of that facility. According to sources, workmen started the fire while laboring in the kitchen area of the 174-bed facility, which was slightly over 50% full. About 90 veterans guys remain displaced because of that fire.
Thank you, Ken.